Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here to make another Ajin discussion video, this time discussing about the flood and threshold phenomenon. And yes, the original The Flood and Threshold Phenomenon video was deleted because I was not satisfied with how it was produced from 2 years ago. I mean, yeah, it was kind of an old video. I wasn't as experienced as a content creator from 2 years ago as I am now, so I deleted that one. And now I am making a remake right here, right now, everybody. So yeah, it's happening. Can't wait to upload this video once I get a chance to. But yeah, I mean, let's just start right now. Yes, the flood, first of all. The flood is while an Ajin resets while undergoing intense emotions. Of course, this could happen if, like, for example, an Ajin sees, like, his friend or close one, loved one, whatever, dies right in front of him. And of course, the Ajin then dies right there at the same time as his loved one or whatever dies as well. Yes, then the flood may awaken. Yes, and I say may because this might not happen every single time. There's like a chance with this that, of course, like if you see a loved one get killed right in front of you and you die as well at the same time, it might not happen even if there is like a huge amount of like emotional, like, you know, rage spiked up upwards like that has like basically the Ajin has never experienced before. Yeah, it has to be, I guess, crazy enough so like the chance that it can like arise that yeah, a flood phenomenon will occur here, because like there will be like a lot more reports of this happening if this is like the case though, or basically the measures of this happening are very like specific circumstances that may have to occur for this, like, you know, the flood phenomenon to even occur at all, period. Especially like the threshold, which yes, I'll be like talk about the threshold because yeah, that is kind of like within the flood phenomenon. Of course, the threshold will come. And yeah, this is what the threshold is, everybody. When a human whom the Ajin holds a great emotional attachment towards is in the vicinity of the Ajin's flood, yes, all of his or her wounds will be healed back to how it was as the human has reset, similar to how an Ajin resets after death itself. So of course, like you all know how Ajins, of course, all their wounds and stuff like that heal up once they reset. Yes, that's the same thing will happen to like an Ajin's like special human that they care about deeply, like with Kaito and Shinya Nakamura with Yusuke that they've known for such a long time. Like, you know, they would share such like heartwarming memories with that human. Yeah, of course, like they will care about enough that like a threshold will occur within the flood phenomenon if they're in the vicinity of it. Of course, yes, like with Kaito, for example, all of his wounds were healed because of, you know, the threshold from Kei Nagai's flood phenomenon that was like awakened because he saw Kaito die right in front of him, as well as Kei being killed at the same time as well along that range, of course. Yeah, so the threshold is very important. It can definitely save the lives of any humans that the Ajin cares about, like with like I just said with Kaito. Sato, for example, if he ever awakened a flood phenomenon like you saw in the manga, mentioned later on in the manga, yeah, he did that. And of course, Sato, he doesn't really have any humans he's close to or he even cares about at all, so this will not happen for him at all, period. Even like there are some Ajins that he might even care about, it still won't happen for them because first of all they're Ajins, so they wouldn't be affected by, you know, the threshold because they don't really need to. They're just Ajins. I guess they'll just be immune to that effect at all. It just wouldn't affect them at all, period, because like I said, it doesn't need to. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything I need to talk about with the flood and threshold phenomenon, right? Yeah, because I just talked about the flood and how, yeah, I just discussed about it, the threshold, everything like that. We've only seen a few instances of like the flood and threshold phenomenon being like, you know, just like occurred in the manga and in the anime as well. Like the first time we've ever seen it in a manga was from Shinya Nakamura when he saw Yusuke, because Yusuke was trying to protect Shinya from getting shot by these guys from the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, who work under like the Ajin side of things there. They were trying to capture Shinya Nakamura because they found his head from this motorcycle crash that we basically saw in like the first panel within like, you know, the pilot chapter of Ajin Demi, we saw Shinya right there. Of course, we never saw Shinya after this pilot chapter ever again. We saw Yusuke but not Shinya. Like, yeah, so of course Shinya, he's awakened his like flood phenomenon as well as the threshold because, like I said, he saw Yusuke die and Shinya was killed at the same time as well. And then yeah, of course, Yusuke was saved by this threshold that occurred from Yusuke's flood. And then yeah, of course, then Yusuke was sent to Maryland, USA to be like I guess those scientists from there, like Dr. Smith, for example, the African American scientist, can, you know, conduct like experiments, not experiments that will like harm Yusuke like necessarily, just like to find out like why Yusuke was like saved, even though like he was basically shot at and his clothes were like ripped apart by the bullets. Like his like skin and all of his wounds were healed up though. Like yeah, they're trying to figure that out right there. Like, what's going on here with this young Japanese boy? Like, we just need to figure this out, okay, everybody. Yeah, so of course that's the effects of the threshold. Also, another instance which the flood was like, you know, basically shown through the manga was like, of course, with Kei Nagai and yeah, of course, like Kaito, like, yeah, of course, Kei was using his flood on Sato first because he saw Kaito die right in front of him because he wanted to use his flood. I mean, he didn't use it like consciously; it just happened, I guess. Like he wasn't aware that like this would happen if he like just got super emotional once he saw his like close friend of his die from like childhood. So yeah, I mean, it just happened for him. It just he had no control over it because like yeah, this is the first time like Kei has ever like awakened his flood phenomenon ever. So yeah, of course he had no experience with it. It just happened for him right there at that moment in time. Of course, like Ikuya Ogura, like, right in the middle of the manga, yeah, he mentioned like this ski guy. Like it was this guy like in this championship with like skiing and stuff like that, like escape. I don't know. It has something to do with like ice. He was like skiing on ice, something like that. Yeah, it was like this championship with that. Like it was probably from America somewhere where like he died, but he was an Ajin though, and he reset and like he saw all these like this flood IBMs like cheering, like I guess because like the Ajin was like happy that he won that whole like that contest right there where like people were skiing something like that. I don't know the whole context of that. Sorry, I'm just like trying to remember some details, but I do remember like a bunch of flood IBMs like cheering because they were happy that they won this like skiing contest, and like the winner of course was an Ajin who died. He should have died that day, but he was not a human, he was an Ajin, so he survived that. Everybody, yeah, I mean that happened there. Another instance where Ikuya Ogura brought up about like the whole like a flood phenomenon, what that's all about, stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the video right here, everybody. Basically, all you need to know about the flood and terrestrial phenomenon, everybody. Hopefully, you all learned more about it through watching this video. Hopefully, but yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to talk about in this video, everybody. So yeah, just comment down below all the good stuff, sharing any thoughts you want about the flood and threshold phenomenon, and just comment down like I just said, all the good stuff. But yeah, that's it for the video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye. Yes, bye.